next question.
Bingo! Well there, cowboy. It's gonna be tougher than I thought.
I think bingo is a much more appropriate name for bingo.
How is he Kobe? This guy ain't got mamba
Bro,
mentality.
not a mamba bone in his body, dude.
Give him a mamba bone, he won't even eat that shit. Why would he put it in his mouth?
Oh, we're rolling? Da-da-da-da! Ladies and gentlemen of the My Stock Life community, it is your man, Mr. Tristan, Big Guap Brady, with my co-host, Mr. Dr. LB.
What's good, brother? How you doing?
Hey, happy to be alive, my man.
Why don't you tell him about our special guest this evening?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest this evening with us. If you haven't seen him before, you're seeing him now. The one, the only Kobe/Bingo, whatever.
Bingo/Kobe.
Yeah. Bingo/Kobe.
That's a good boy.
I love it. I love it. He's a very special guest.
He never sits still. He's sitting still right now just for the podcast. It's like you guys should be doing for every podcast.
He's born for this. He was born for this. I love it. I love it. So welcome Kobe/Bingo. What do you have for us today? What do you got for us today?
This is about the microphone. Don't eat the microphone. Don't eat the microphone.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special podcast request from that boy Big Carson B, and from the My Stock Life Premium Discord. Shout out to him. He asked us to give him some books, some resources, some places of information and wealth abundance inside of them. And we're here today to answer all of that. I know we're going to go into some deep stories about where we got our best information, but off the top of your head, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of a good resource to learn stocks from?
Good resource to learn stocks. I mean, you have to read the legends books first. Like the people that are proven, they have proven track records, you know, the Buffetts of the world, the Peter Lynches of the world. You have to start there. I know their ideas are a little bit outdated, but they are legends for a reason. They have solid track records for a reason because they know what they're doing. And also there's another one that I really like. His name is Minovini. I think it's Think and Trade Like a Champion. That was like one of the first stock books I ever read, and I really liked it. And I more do his style of trading, so I do recommend his books more.
What is his style of trading?
His style of trading is more swing trading. He'll jump into a momentum, like growth phase, and then he'll try to get stopped out. Whereas Peter Lynch and Warren Buffett are buying companies, great companies with good revenues on a dip, and they're just holding for the rest of their lives. So their style is more get rich when you're 80 years old, whereas Mark Minovini and me and the rest of my stock life are trying to get rich now. Well, not now, but like slowly accumulate wealth.
Yeah, understand that. That's a perfect one. I haven't gotten too deep into the books, but I have gotten really deep into the online instructionals that TD Ameritrade has.
Yeah.
So super great resource. I want to recommend this to everybody. This is my number one creme de la creme. If you go to TD Ameritrade, you go to the education tab. They have weekly webcasts going over topics like what are covered calls, what's a bear call spread, what is a vertical spread. And these people are technical analysis verified or certified.
Yeah.
So these people have been doing technical analysis for 10, 15, 20 years, and they know it and teach it in such a great 45-minute segment. Highly recommend if you're trying to up your trade game, watch one of those a day, watch 2 of those a day. They do it literally every day, Monday to Friday. I think it's like 6 different teachers. And then that really brings me to my next point. I think finding a teacher is the best way to learn. It's like an active, engaged, it's like a book that talks to you and has a conversation with you. T, amazing teacher. You, amazing teacher. Ricky, amazing teacher. Options Time Redeem, amazing teacher. I would not be where I am today with my understanding if I didn't have an active kind of ledger in a way through you guys. But who were some of your teachers? What did you learn from the teaching round?
Again, like I started like a long time ago. I got in the game by myself. I just started reading books on different types of investment strategies. I've been everywhere. I've tried everything. I've day traded. I've done penny stocks. I've done swing trading. Finally made my way to options after I understood equities properly. So I do recommend when you're first getting into the market, I do recommend starting with equities. It's just easier and it's more straightforward because options are a little more advanced where you have to find out kind of the Greeks and the thetas and the IVs and stuff. So once you have a solid grasp on equities, then it's much easier to transfer that into options. Whereas if you just jump straight into options, it's very easy to blow up your account right away.
And so to speak on that, options, the main thing that it relies on is the underlying security. So
Yeah.
if you don't have an understanding of the underlying security, aka an equity, then you're really missing a big chunk of why is the stock moving in this way, why is the option price moving in this way, what is IV, and how does it relate directly to the underlying security.
Yep.
So to speak on that, it's kind of like are you familiar with jiu-jitsu or like the belt system, karate? Exactly. You'll see at the black belt level, they do what you learn at the white belt level, a pristine fundamental, and even in NBA, even in football, you'll see the people doing the fundamentals without error, and that provides so much, just a foundation for growth.
Yeah, you have to know the basics in any field, like dentistry, stocks, the gym, anything you do, you have to know the basics first before you go into all that fancy stuff, you know what I mean? If you don't have the basics down, the fancy stuff's not going to happen for you.
So yeah, definitely learn your basics. TD Ameritrade is another great place. If you're trying to learn crypto, they also have on a lot of the main exchanges like Binance or Coinbase, they have like a learning section. I really recommend you learn from those first before you even put any money in, just to get a basic understanding. You don't have to watch through all of the videos, but when you go in with like, a bat in your hands, you're more likely to get a base hit. And something that Nick Rizzoli, shout out to him, talked about earlier this week was if you try and get it in all one trade, you're probably going to lose it. So it's really hitting those base hits instead of looking for the home run or the knockout punch, because you start throwing haymakers, you're gonna burn yourself out. You could land it, you can land a sweet left hand like Connor, but
Beginner's luck is only gonna take you so far. And actually, a funny fact about Nick Rizzoli, we were supposed to have him on the podcast, but he was busy trading cryptocurrency because he's scared it's gonna crash. Because I told him it was gonna. So he has to watch that 24/7 now. So we replaced him with Bingo. I think we made a good decision there.
Yeah, Bingo was a great sub. Great sub.
Sitting still doesn't take any of my camera time.
That is comedy. Yeah, we've been on a little bit of a crypto push here inside of the house recently. It's cool. It's cool to see how it's similar and it's different. An amazing resource for that was Michigan teachers. We got Andra, we got Nick. What have you picked up in your little time of crypto knowledge?
I feel like the charts are always, they're the same. I use the same indicators, same everything on crypto charts that I do in stock trading. I mean, Bitcoin just, Bitcoin. I'm gonna Bitcoin. Bitcoin just dumped in my account. I opened my Binance account like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And ever since then, I think I opened it right at the highs and my account's still up, even though Bitcoin's down like 15% or something. Mm-hmm. And like it's the same thing. It's literally the charts are the same thing. We use charts to understand human psychology. So it's going to be the same regardless if you're trading forex, crypto, stocks, whatever you want to trade. It's going to be the same on the charts. So once you understand the charts, you can kind of understand human psychology. I'm not saying it's everything. For example, today, chart looks fantastic. Everything looked fantastic. Biden came out, said 40% tax rate, and the charts were all like that. So news trumps charts, but charts are always important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. He came out in the middle of the trading day, didn't give half a shit about what's going on inside the markets. Just
bring Trump back.
That is comedy, man. That is absolute comedy. I love it. So how long has Biden been in office?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
6 months almost? Was it November he got in? Or when did he take the reins? I know the election was November.
I think he took over January, right? January 21st or something. Something like that. I don't know. Okay. Somewhere near there, who knows?
What's been your opinion of him so far?
He's done nothing good, bro. Nothing at all. I have a feeling he's gonna turn US into China, watch. He's gonna start making smart cities all over the place. I actually read his infrastructure bill that he signed for $1 trillion or whatever the hell it was. He's actually turning New York City into a smart city. He's gonna put cameras everywhere. He's gonna watch you like your robots and stuff. You're not gonna have any, so it's conspiracy corner again. But yeah, you're not gonna have any freedom, any security, nothing. He's gonna be watching you 24/7, so enjoy that.
You called Bitcoin crashing, so I feel like this is gonna be another LB calls the future play right here.
I'm telling you, bro, just wait for it.
Alright, who do you think Satoshi is?
Satoshi, I don't think it's Elon. I don't know who it is, bro. Satoshi, that's a tough one, bro. What if there is no Satoshi?
Ooh.
What if it's a group of people, bro? What if it's the Illuminati or something? Bro? What if it's like the big power players, like George Soros is Satoshi or something, you know? Something like that. I don't think it's Elon though.
Can you give the back history behind Satoshi?
You got that?
I don't know Satoshi.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost.
I think he's just the founder of Bitcoin. I'm not sure on that though.
He wrote was it the Bitcoin manual, or it was the PDF that he dropped, and then told about the blockchain and everything, but it remained anonymous and up until now.
So I fucking hated crypto until I bought it last year.
What? He has a bunch of Bitcoin.
He has the most Bitcoin.
Yeah, he's the creator of it.
All of it. He owns almost all of it, I think, and then he just released some for the public. I believe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I suck at crypto.
Yeah,
but I'm good at stocks.
That's cool, man. What's been your transition like being here in Tulum? Like,
Tulum is...
Give us the breakdown. We're here for the podcast.
Tulum's insane, bro. There's always something to do here. There's always a party. There's always someone's birthday party. Some kind of concert going on. Some famous DJ. Some after party. Like fucking Monday, someone called me to an after party. Like, why am I gonna go out on a Monday? But I still went out on a Monday. I woke up at 7 a.m. Hungover. Still traded. Still closed some trades. But it's like a different life here, man. There's just something to do at all times. Like. Back in Toronto, you'd work all week hard, and then you'd go for the weekend. You go for drinks with your friends or something. But here, it's like you can go straight to the beach right after market. There's beach parties, there's cenotes, there's club parties, there's a hotel zone, and it's just there's always something to do here. It's hard. It's a distraction at times, but I feel like I got bored of it after a little while, so I'm just chilling out now. Just back to work. Yeah.
I hear it.
What about you? You've been here a lot longer than me.
Yeah, I've been here close to almost 6 months now.
And I quit everything. That's how bored he was.
Man, yeah, they kind of. Well, I lived in Vegas before. I lived in LA before. I lived in like. I went to a 4-year university too, right next to Disneyland. So
Yikes.
I've seen a lot of excitement. I've seen a lot of excitement. And coming out here, it's like I don't know. It's a funny in between. Like I'm all about a good time. But I feel like the effort that you have to give to get a great time with the females here is like just outside of what I'm comfortable giving.
Yeah.
It's like I gotta extend my parameters there. So
no effort, Guap Brady.
Hey man, I'm water flow Guap Brady, baby. I find the water path. I just relax and let it flow. But that's why I'm excited for Brazil. Like I'm trying to see like if Brazil is more Tulum than Tulum.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what T said. He said Brazil is way better than Tulum, so I don't know.
I'm ready for it.
I mean, we went to Panama last weekend. That was cool as hell. I didn't sleep the whole fucking weekend, bro.
But tell me more about Panama.
No.
Yeah.
That's like a no conversation.
No conversation.
Not on the camera. I wouldn't even tell you in person. Never mind on camera.
All right, Panama. That's a destination I have to see.
But yeah, anyways, let's get back to the topic. Like
books and resources.
Yeah. So what kind of resources do you like to use usually?
I'm really all about like my biggest thing that helped me progress the most was just finding people like kind of like if you're playing a video game and you find a clan. Like they've already done so many of the missions. I'm just gonna get the resources from them and understand the missions, and then like, oh, okay, shit, this just saved me a whole bunch of time. And so that's why I recommend finding a really solid, consistent group that enjoys what they do, and like, cause inside of your social circle, inside of your learning circle, you're gonna become the people that you are learning from. It's a direct ascendancy. Hey, Bingo.
Yo, Angel, you might want to just tie him up with a leash on that door. This guy's eating the camera, man.
Bingo.
You're supposed to be our guest, man.
Technical difficulties.
That's a good boy. Now we good to go.
Yeah,
Look at this guy. How can you not have this guy on camera?
But yeah, so just finding a clan, finding like a group of people that already rock with what you're doing, and then pick off of their knowledge. If I see for far distances, it's because we stand on the shoulders of giants. Just like we talked about in another podcast, you always want your teacher to want you to be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
So finding a clan and running with that, and then, dude, I've heard so many time and time again. I journal on a regular basis, just for my personal self, but I don't do a trade journal as much as I should. From all the greats, Goldman Sachs inside of the group, T, Ricky, a lot of old school traders always say keep a journal.
Yeah.
Did you keep a journal your first time around, or?
For a long time, I kept a trade journal where I would track every single trade I was in. I would write down why I got in the trade, when I got in the trade, how much I got in the trade for, what I was looking for, where my stop loss was, what kind of news I was looking for, what the catalyst was. Like, I had a long journal. I filled up one book and then I just kind of fell off with it, just because I started having to take so many trades and options. And after that, I mean, you just get used to it. Like, it's the same thing over and over and over again. That's why, like, when I make calls in the group and people are like, no way, and then it actually happens, they're like, oh, like, love, you see the future, this and that. Like, bro, I've been here like 6 years. I've seen this happen like 10 times already, so I know what's gonna happen, right? So I just tell you what's gonna happen. And then another thing with the trade journal is, for beginners, I absolutely recommend journaling your trades. That's the only way you can see what mistakes you made, what good things you did in each trade, and how you'll get better, you know what I mean? But for more experienced traders, there's a lot of people that I know they don't. But beginners, you have to. And just to keep going with the resources and stuff, one of my favorite resources is this Stockmaster app on iPhone. It's completely free. You got 3 watch lists on there, you can set alerts on there, put notes on there. Everything you need to know. It's live, it's real-time data, it's free, so I mean, like, why not download it, right? I got that, and then I also do like StockTwits. I read it. Because StockTwits has this thing where it tells you the most talked about name and stuff. They have like a list of like the most talked about names. So I really like that for that, so I can just see like what everyone's talking about. I can fade their move or whatever, you know, whatever I want to do. And then the last one that I really use a lot is Twitter. FinTwit is the best, and that's why I'm so bullish on Twitter as a stock as well. Because during the trading day, I'll only have my trading apps with my charts and my news and flow and stuff. The only social media app I'll be using during the trading day is Twitter. Because Twitter has instant news coming on it. It has instant trade ideas, flows coming on there. There's a bunch of FinTwit guys that'll lie to you, but I mean, like, that's everywhere, right? So you'll see all these guys on FinTwit, they'll make perfect trades. Every single fucking trade they do is perfect. They never lost in their life, you know? Every single stock they buy goes up 200%, 300%. I mean, you gotta ignore that kind of, because everyone takes L's, but at the same time, FinTwit can be very, very useful. Yeah.
I would definitely agree with that. I found some good picks for, especially penny plays or OTC plays on FinTwit.
I don't know anything about penny stocks.
Oof, I can hop into that. Yeah, there's some good mentors out there. My boy Penny Whale Penny. Oh, that's my dude. If you ever listen to this podcast, a shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you a lot. Speaking on FinTwit and Twitter, yeah, it's the most real time, up to date that you're gonna get. Instagram is kind of like cotton candy version. You're gonna get little tidbits here and there, but you're not gonna get anything real value. Discord, if you got a good Discord, it's fire. And there's plenty of good free Discords out there. But when you start like looking for those consistent results, those consistent players, they're all charging a premium because they understand the value of what you're getting. You know, those who pay attention. It's something I'm a preacher of. Like, I came across a black market of courses that you can get anything you want for $20, and then, you know, the likelihood of somebody actually implementing that into their life, if they get it for $20 as a $1,000 course, it's 0.05%. So
Yeah.
It's really not anything that you're going to get any return of value on. Like, when you're looking at what you're investing your time into and where you're learning it, you got to think about, you know, this is my time I'm dedicating. This is eventual future money that I'm dedicating right now on the intrinsic value of my time, and then the extrinsic value of me actually placing a trade in the future. So make sure that the information that you're getting is good. Back test it. Ask other people. Find people that you respect. I think that's the biggest thing. Find honest people that you respect and you can actually gain something from. And then you just follow the process. You put in the time. Some people are going to get it faster than others. I think staying away from Instagram or like highlight reels of people when you're learning how to trade is definitely important. Start like blocking out other people's lives if it's not directly enhancing your ability to trade, because you're going to get pulled from one way to another. You're going to get pulled off your trade route. You're going to start listening to this guru and then that guru, and like keep trading your trade plan. It's going to work a little bit, but there's a whole lot of variables that you have to navigate, and that comes with time in the markets, not timing the markets.
Exactly. So another thing about you said, like, you know, you learned from T, Ricky, and myself. we gave it to you straight, like no bullshit, no nothing, right? So if you learn from the wrong person, you can build bad trading habits that'll stick with you for life. Like, it's very hard to break trading habits. So right in the beginning, I always preach, like, don't hold too much into a binary event. Don't gamble. This is a business. Treat it as a business. Don't treat it as a casino. So like, you might get lucky and hit 1 or 2 stocks for like over earnings. Like, say you bought a stock and it ripped during earnings, you made a lot of money. Next time you're gonna put even more money than you did in the first one, and then it's gonna lose, and then you're gonna lose everything you made anyways. So instead of building those bad trading habits, just start off right at the bat, treating it like a business instead of a casino. And it's your money, it's your hard-earned money. Like, you don't wanna lose it. If you wanna gamble, go to a casino. This is investments. This is investing for your future, investing for your retirement, investing for your future kids, generations. So treat it like that. Don't treat it like a roulette wheel. You know what I mean? And then another thing I wanted to hit on before Tristan goes again is Finwiz. Finwiz.com is another free stock screening website. So me, myself, I'll go through like 50, 60 charts every single morning before the market opens. One thing that helps me a lot is Finwiz.com. You go on there, you set your parameters, whatever you're looking for that day. You can set like patterns, what kind of technical patterns, your short ratio, how many people are short. You can set like what sector you want to watch, whether it be technology, food, whatever. You can set all that stuff and it'll just show you the charts that you want to see. So that it makes your time so much easier. It makes it so much easier to find stocks and setups that you like. So I do highly recommend Finwiz. And that's all that I need to recommend right now.
Yeah, this is a pretty consolidated, concise list right there. It's straight meat, no fluff. Wow. Let me see. If you go, I can't believe I forgot this one. If you have a TD Ameritrade or a Thinkorswim account, you can set up a free 45-minute consultation with an expert on the tools. Oh my goodness, do that, because there's so many hidden gems inside of Thinkorswim, or I probably Questrade, IBKR, they probably have like a whole department dedicated to education on the platform because they want people to stick around. But with TD Ameritrade specifically and Thinkorswim, you have a 45-minute free consultation where somebody walks you through any questions that you have, and it's like you open up your toolbox now, and you used to have a hammer and a mallet. Now you got like 3/4 inch Phillips screws and everything that you need. It's beautiful. Completely opened up my eyes when I did that, and that's just, once again, getting good information. You can find it straight from the source. You want nothing else. You want nothing else. Yeah.
So I think we got it today. Hopefully those taxes will never pass the 40% taxes. Don't worry about anything. The market's gonna rip. It's gonna need a little chop. So I'll give you a little market prediction right now. We're gonna chop around for another week, and then we're gonna go straight up.
Yeah. Man, there's like an invisible hand just pushing the market up. This is it.
Nah, bro, there's a lot of stuff pushing the market up. You gotta understand what these market makers are thinking right now. The more people that think the market's gonna drop, the market will never drop. That's all I'm gonna say. And everyone thinks the market's gonna drop.
One thing that I do want to touch on, another resource, is if you go on Wall Street Bets on Reddit and then find out what the general market sentiment is, and then bet against that, more times than not, you're gonna be right. Like, if you look at what the Doge Day predictions was, people thought it was going to go from 40 cents to 69 cents. If you would have just went in and shorted, you'd be up.
I think Rizzoli did it.
Yeah, he shorted a bit of it. He didn't stay in the full swing, but yeah, it dropped from, what was like 41 at the high to now 28, 27. So you've been laughing. You've been laughing. So figuring out what trends are and which ones are smart trends and which ones are stupid trends, and then playing accordingly.
Yeah, bro. Like, Doggy's tired. Like, look at Doggy right there. Doggy's tired of running, man. He's done.
Man's done. The resources that I got, really
pretty sick. I mean,
we'll chop it
and
up.
the best resources in the entire market at my stock life.
Hey, you better know what time it is, baby. You better know what time it is, baby. It's My Stock Life or No Life. Shoot the shot. Shoot the shot. Shoot the shot.
Let's go.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
All right. Thank you guys.
Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with your family. Share this. You know what? Share this with your family. I told you last week to share it with your grandma. If you didn't do that, I'm still gonna come find you. But this time you gotta share it with your auntie. All right? You gotta share it with your auntie Cheryl. All right? Grandma already got the video. It's in her DMs. She's yet to open it on Facebook Messenger. But you gotta send it to auntie. She's on Snapchat. All right, so my stock life or no life, baby.
Let's go.
We will chop that baby up.
Come on. Let's go.